So we have been talking about the teaching process, and then now we are going further now to talk about the learning, which is an outcome of the teaching. And for this one, we are saying that learning is relative permanent, okay, in the human behavior arising from maybe from the experience that they have been exposed, or from whatever, situation they have come from. And this change, we are saying, is permanent, and the change itself, is not biological. We are saying it's not biological, it's not physical, but here the change we are talking about should be the outcome of the learner's interaction with the environment, rather than the outcome of these biological changes. So here, what we are really talking about, be clear, be attentive on this one, because I want it to be clear. Okay, so the change we are talking about should be the outcome, okay? It should be the outcome of the interaction with the environment, okay? It's not about maybe talking about the natural biological changes, okay? Now, natural biological changes, these could be growth, for example, could be maturation, for example, okay? So these are related to biology, but here we are talking about the outcome of the learner's interaction. What interaction has gone, to what extent, how much knowledge the learner has acquired. So that is related to. So for furthermore, in discussing the learning aspect of it, we are saying learning to take place, okay? For the learning to take place, the environment must be conducive. If where you are seated there, watching me here, if your environment is not good, you will not be able to pay attention to my lecture. That is what we are talking about. We are saying that the environment where you are listening from must be good environment. It must be rich in resources to provide the learning experiences, okay? So as teachers or as the educators, we should be able, as we are delivering these lessons or the studies to students, we should be able to have that environment that is conducive to help students. They must have enough resources. When I talk about resources, if they are using computers, they must have enough computers to cater for all the participants, okay? So that is what we are talking about. So the use of different forms of media, okay? Meaning that now, this environment, for it to be okay, it must be rich in environment. Means that it must have the media, okay? From audio to video, graphics, projectors, and everything. Okay, that will encourage the environment, the learning environment. I've gone some situations where you go, your students, and then they are giving you an assignment, and then you are supposed to use the computers. You go to the computers, you are 10 of you, and then there are only 2 computers. It's very difficult. Okay, so there means you take more time. Maybe you give 2 people a chance to do the work. You come in. So there we are talking about it must be rich in the resources themselves to promote learning.